Okay, there we go. Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods, and today, I tell you what, people, I want to thank everybody out there. You people have delivered. Bear the last time, he says, you know what? The main channel, it needs some more subscribers, and you people came out and delivered. So what to say hello? Thanks to everybody who's subscribed or new viewers out there. We do appreciate that. We try to do the Barely Live show every Wednesday and Saturday nights, sometimes around 8 o'clock, or whenever Bear wakes up from his eating of salmon, to do a show for you good people. So want to thank all the new people that came out. I do appreciate it. Just go ahead and say hi in the chat if don't feel shy out there. Yes, indeed. We kind of do a little bit of a variety show here, mainly talking about comics, Comicsgate comics. We'll get into that in just a second. All the great campaigns out there. We also do some entertainment stuff. Every once in a while, some news of the day out there. So hopefully at least one of those might be for you out there. So once again, glad to have everybody out there. Alright, people, let's get right on into it, because Bear forgot to do this the last time. Well, he didn't forget. It was there. I forgot to put in the, all of the pictures that, Dan Fraga had here. He says, Black Flag, holy smokes, and an update. All three at once, people. It's been a while since the last update. Thank you, and thank you for your patience. You are the heart and soul of this project. Each day when I wake up, I am motivated by your kindness and revenge. Things are moving slowly, and they're moving forward. They're moving slowly and forward. I guess like a glacier out there. So many lessons have been learned on this journey, especially running face first into the unexpected. Measures have been put into place so that these sorts of delays will be avoided on future projects. This all said, the book is being worked on, and I'm excited to share some of the behind the scenes of what makes this book come together. Bear forgot to do this last time. Let's check it out. It's got some great concept stuff here. Below are the building blocks of the books, a section of layouts. For me, for Dan out there, this is the most difficult part. Yeah, trying to come up with how it's all laid out and how it kind of goes in order. Drawing details takes a lot of times, but the layouts are where the majority of the thinking happens. With Black Flag, with Black Flag, knowing what's in store for this whole series, this first issue especially has to be meticulously laid out, much like a Swiss watch, he says. All is said and done, and you, the reader, will understand why. The process follows the layouts. We were actually talking about that the last time did a comic review of FATL, or FATL if you prefer, out there, where they were drawing the art first and then trying to come up with the story. It looks like Dan Fragg's doing it the opposite. He's trying to come up with, well, he calls it the process, the story, and then the layouts, and then pencils, inks, colors, and finally those pesky word balloons with their script are added. Take a look. Best not to give any spoilers away. This book has more twists than a Twizzler. That's a lot of twists. Holy cow. Holy cow out there. Great FP money here. Let's see. Happy day before my kids do their egg hunt. Man, some of the adults might be pushing aside the kids these days with the egg. Holy cow, the egg prices are going crazy. Easter, the holiday that somehow gives Bunny the abilities. Yeah, Bear. Oh gosh, I should have. Bear had a cartoon of that where it was like the bunny was calling up the hen, I suppose. There. Oh no, of course I got drunk last night, but wasn't anything crazy or anything like that. The hen's like looking back at all these colored eggs behind her, like So there you go. There you are. You never know how that happens. You probably don't want to. Probably don't want to. Continuing here, he says, Dan Fraga, that is. Now that you've seen a peek behind the curtain, here are some select, he puts it, yeah, you gotta put a space in there. Some select pages of Matt Yaki's Amazing Colors. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. There we go. There's the inks. There's the inks that he did. And then there's the beautiful colors there. Actually came out pretty good. She has red hair. Who knew? Bear always assumed it was maybe a brunette or something like that. It is red hair. There we go. We gotta get more red-headed women in the stuff these days. So there we are. There's a couple there. Let's see. There's that. Oh, and he's got another AAT. Not sure what AAT means, but at. So there we go. There's the inks, and of course the colors there. Actually the inks actually look like it's got a little bit more action going on. I'm not sure if that's has anything to do with the colors there, but pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Of course, without any spoilers to be added here. Interesting stuff going on there. Let's see. Matt's colors really bring the pages to life. And shout out to Jamie Mendoza, who is crushing it on the inks. For the folks who follow me on YouTube, thanks for hanging in there. I've only been streaming on Tuesday nights on the Brofessional Show. It would be at 7 p.m. Eastern on Andy Smith, Aaron Lopresti, RT Bear, or Billy Tushies, or Graham Nolan, or his channel. That's a lot of bros there. I've been keeping crazy farmer hours. For those who have asked or wondering, I don't have the energy to be on late night streams until the book is done. With this schedule, I've been able to maintain working on the book, the day job being a husband and father of 4. Holy cow. Starting soon, I'll be penciling some of the Black Flag pages live on YouTube. Expect these streams to be in the AM, as I'm aiming to keep a schedule. I will be sure to make the updates more frequent as well. So there you go. Thank you again for your patience and kindness. Bear's kindness. It wears on Bear sometimes. If you have any questions about the campaign, we're here to answer them. AAT and bacon. That would be fragaboom, people. Fragaboom. Did you say Mendoza? I was almost going to go there, P-Money. I didn't want to go there, but P-Money comes out. Says that wasn't that McBain's enemy on The Simpsons. It was. Mendoza! That's right. He was in there with, they had like a spoof of, was it Lethal Weapon, I think? McBain was with his partner and he gets shot. He's like 1 day away from retirement. Mendoza! And then he gets like, there was another one where there was like some sort of birthday party. They like wheel out the cake, expecting the beautiful woman to pop out of the cake, and instead it was McBain, and he just like starts shooting everybody. Oh, that was fun. Good times. Good times there. Thank you for reminding Beer P Money. Yes, indeed. So there you go. Very, very nice inks. Very nice colors. That'd be from Fragaboom out there, who's keeping, what do you call it? Farmer's hours. I was going to call it banker's hours. There you go. Nice stuff. I like it. I like it very much. Speaking of Graham Nolan out here, he's got a new book called Joe Frankenstein. And he says, "Hey, Franken fans. Hello. Good news, part 1 is already at the printer. Things are moving fast here. We'll be launching part 2 here shortly. I will need a few more visual assets to build the campaign. To wet your whistle, here's a look at the main cover." So there you go. With oh gosh, I keep forgetting his name. Hey, Pelly, oh gosh, not Pierce Brosnan. Oh, brain thinks sometimes. Anyways, the midget in there, I thought that was pretty funny. Hey, Grant, good to see you here. Great to have Grant here. Going by Grantish this time. Grantish Cosby. There you go. So anyways, there is Joe Frankenstein Part 2. Part 2 out there. Oh, God. I try to remember. Hey, buddy, just wish, Not Pierce Brosnan. Oh, what am I trying to think of? Anyways, it kind of looks like him. Kind of looks like him there. All right. Speaking of some interesting campaigns that are just getting ahead here, we were actually talking about this the other day. Talking about that would be from FATL or FATL, Clint Stoker out here, Sweetcast, if you will. Downcast 4 is live. Downcast Volume 4 is live. There we go. I just said that. I'm pleased to announce the launch of Downcast Volume 4. Bear said that 3 times. Come on, man. As you see, we're trying something new, but as always, we need your help to print this book. Tonight, that would be 2 nights ago, at 8 p.m. Eastern. He'll be live streaming with Incasio Lazaro to talk about Downcast, answer your questions, and show off the book. And he's actually got let me see if I can get to it here. He's got his own, because Indiegogo just does strange things here sometimes. He's got his own website. So let me put that in the chat here. Do the thing with the thing. I think this will work. There we go. There it is. So if you want to check out Downcast 4, you can go ahead and check it out there. Bear didn't check. He didn't check to go see if this was on Indiegogo or not. It's not. You can back the book right now on Sweet Comics website. It doesn't say anything about doing Indiegogo. I know for sure Fatal has been shadow banned, so probably not. Probably want to try out the website and see how that would work. Let's see. P-Money says, I thought Frankenstein was the name of the scientist and not the monster. It's true. That is true, sir. And also, well done, Clint is on part 4. We'll just push aside that Cyberfrog and Lone Star are on 3. A little bit of a, let's pull that up. We've actually got some artwork there, including a beautiful Matthew Weldon cover here. Looks like some awesome stuff from Matthew Weldon. Good stuff there. But I know it's a different artist. I'm not sure. Oh, gosh, I can't read. I can't read that. What does that say? Let me find out who the artist is. Can't read it on there. Gotta pick it up. Come on, Beer. Do a thing. Professional show. Yada, yada, yada. Let's see here. Let me find the oh, it's not there. Gosh darn it. Where is it? Do the thing with the thing. Enjoy the cover here, people. If you're new here, if you're a new subscriber, Bear attempts to do professional shows. Not always the case, though. Not always the case. Oh, Lazario. I skipped totally past that. So there you go. What was his name? Ingasio Lazaro out there. So there you go. There's the artist there. So I think Clint has had maybe 2 or 3 different artists on his books there. I'm trying to remember if he did the art for the first book or not. I know Weldon just did the covers there, but there you go. There is that, and actually got a gator that is in. When you see gators wearing pants, that might be your time to run out there. Hopefully faster than the gator would run. Hopefully faster than. And he's ripping off his shirt too. Rawr, I'm a gator. Rawr. There you go. Where does his tail fit? I guess it comes out the back of the pants there. Yeah. I guess you have to have a tailor for that. There we go. Don't ask too many questions, people. Don't ask too many questions out there. Yes, indeed. All right. Actually, speaking of shirts that you can rip off to show your bare chest, that would be from. You're a little Presty out here. If Beer can get to it. There we go. The Keone t-shirts are back, people. Hi everyone, hi Aaron. Just a quick update to let you know that I'm on page 42 of Wraith of God. I just finished all of my troublesome tax preparations. Oh shoot, what is today? April 8th. Oh, Bear's gotta get his taxes in. And I am now back to the drawing table. Also, big news for you who didn't order the Keone werewolf shirt. It is back, but only for a very limited time, less than 2 weeks. So get in there and order soon. Make sure you get the right t-shirt. Make sure you get your triple X t-shirt. And not get the quadruple X t-shirt out there. That would make for a bad day. Or you're trying to get the quadruple X and all you get is this triple X that you gotta like squeeze into somehow. Gotta make sure about that, people. Thank you all for your continued support of this epic project. There it is. Grrr. It looks a lot like Bear. Looks a lot like Bear in the mornings. There we go. Oh, he's got a piece of artwork there. I didn't even see that. There we go. Man, oh man, I tell you what, the Wraith just like smacks around women all the time. You could call it a misogynist out there. He slapped around the lady in the last book. Slapping around the lady here. I don't know. Maybe he has something against large breasted women out there. Maybe so. Maybe. But anyways, there you go. You can get your shirt. Just make sure you get the right. Gotta get the right size, people. Come on now. Come on, man. Moving briskly along here, we've got from Eric Nienoltowski. He's talking about Shadow Sentry, people. That would be Shadow Sentry Origins. Have you backed Shadow Sentry Origins yet? Exclamation point, question mark. Have you? Have you, sir? With Hopscotch here. A bear favorite. A bear favorite. That's an unfortunate alley that somebody's going to have to clean up there. It's going to be a lot of water that you're going to have to use there. Greetings, Centurions and Zens. Happy Friday. Well, it's Saturday, but that's okay. Shadow Sentry Origins is less than 20 days away from close. This is the first of the Shadow Sentry books to attempt to bring in new talent and take a shot at producing more books per year. We currently stand $1,400 away from reaching the second stretch goal. At 15K rather, and 40 backers away from hitting 200. What was the stretch goal? He doesn't. I don't see where he says what the. We'll make it up. It's a bookmark. You're gonna get a bookmark, people. Don't trust Beer on that one. Great to see Jeff out here. Hello. Unfortunately, to date, this campaign has underperformed in contrast with the first two books in the regular series, but it's not over yet, he says. And the campaign, it has been, people. It's been shadow banned. Beer's got it down in the description there if you want to check it out. The ever-expanding list of shadow ban campaigns. For whatever reason, it doesn't show up in the search results from Indiegogo. Is that the reason for the low performance? Probably. Is it the current economy? Maybe. Let's go, Brandon. I didn't know, but ultimately the book deserves much more backers than it currently has. It's a phenomenal team and phenomenal art, that's true. That is noticeably head and shoulders above the competition. But a bump. It's around 35 complete already, and I plan to have it out well before the announced delivery date. But he needs your help. People, share the link. Share your thoughts on the first two books if you read them. They're both. Well, Bear only read the one. Somehow Bear missed the second one for some reason. I don't know why. The first book was excellent. Do check that out. One of Bear's favorites. Out there. Let's see. Help this campaign finish strong. If Indiegogo won't share the campaign, then we'll do it together. Word of mouth is sometimes the best seller. I really appreciate your support and your help in getting this campaign across the finish line. You're welcome, sir. Not behind the other campaigns, but in front. I promise you, it will be well worth your effort. For sure. If you haven't backed this campaign, can't or don't plan to, I'd love to hear from you and why. It will help me gauge interest for the book like this in the future, or simply determine the reason for this book's low performance. Beer doesn't watch all of the channels out there, but maybe get on a couple of some of the other channels out there to help kind of promote the book. That may be helpful. Again, sometimes just getting it out to people outside of the kind of the normal circle out there, might help out with that. So that would be Bear's opinion on that. There you go, some good stuff there. Hopscotch, one of Bear's favorites out there. There you go. Very, very bloody indeed. Very bloody day there for sure. Yes, indeed. And finally, people, probably something nobody would believe out there. Beer doesn't even believe it. Does not believe it at all. That would be Cash Grab, people. Is shipping now. That is unbelievable, sir. Books started mailing this week. It's finally happening. It is? No. Books are mailing to customers as we speak, and more will go out daily. Thank you all for your patience. Being fooled by Cash Grab coming out. Yeah, that's not. Listen, he tries to put in like some sort of proof of life here. Oh, look, there's books on a dock somewhere. It's like, they're Cash Grab books? I can't really tell. Are they? Maybe. It just looks like it's somebody's back of their house or something. Is this really the post office? Probably not. Are these even Cash Grab books? Most likely not. But we'll see, people. Cecil says that they're shipping, so we'll see. Is Cash Grab book shipping or just empty boxes? Asked P Money. That is a very good question. He technically could. He technically could ship an empty box and claim it's fulfilled. That is true. Bear didn't even think about that. Just put in like a little sticky or something like that, like IOU or something. Suckers, Cecil, sign Cecil. There you go. That could possibly be true. Just mailing out empty boxes. It'd save on shipping. That's for sure. Yes, indeed. All right, people. Let me get rid of this and do the thing with the thing because. Whole bunch of news today. Whole bunch of news. Bear literally does not have time to get through any of it. But let's try. Let's at least try. We'll do a cursory scan out here, people, because interesting stuff going on. Let me do the thing with the thing. There we go. There you are. There Bear is. We're all here together here. From the geniuses out there at Screen Rant. We're not going to do the whole article. It's a long article. Yada, yada, yada. We're going to do the quick hits here, people. The very quick hits. All they talk about is box office. That would be the ex-Marvel boss. What was his name? Ike Perlmutter out there. Ex-Marvel boss slams Disney MCU movies approach in a rare statement. Huh? What? No way. What else does he say? Well, he says, let's try that again. Florida Governor Ron Red Rum DeathSantis. You're right, quote, you're right, during their public feud with the Don't Say Groomer bill. Don't be a groomer bill out there. Yes, indeed. Deadline. Great to see Amy out here. Great to see Amy. Beer is great. Deadline decided to do a movie review, not of Super Mario Brothers, which is just doing gangluster out there. Hold on, I have this here, right here, right in front of Beer. Let me find it here. 1 second, people. So instead of doing Super Mario Brothers, let's see, it came in domestically $195 million. Holy cow. Not Dungeons and Dragons. Not John Wick Chapter 4, doing pretty good there. Air, that was the Ben Affleck movie. Scream Part 6. Creed Part 3, nope. His Only Son, they wouldn't touch that. Shazam, let's see, Shazam, I was looking this up, I wanted to look this up. Shazam, people, made $600,000. of all weekend here. Or excuse me, just Friday. 3-day, 1.7 million. That is it. And not Paint, whatever that is, 1001, whatever the heck that is. No, they decided. Oh, Amy got to see the Super Mario Brothers today, and the theater was packed. I believe it. It sounds like it. Sounds like a lot of people are not just going once, but twice. It blew out. Frozen 2 is the biggest animated movie. So there you go. I mean, kind of a through line here with all the Disney stuff here. Well, except for Deadline here. Deadline decided to do a review of how to blow up a pipeline. Oh boy, there you go. Might say a little bit more on this on the future, but not today. Not when Bear is celebrating 200 subscribers out there, people. Yes, indeed. Because we actually have very, very important news, people. Very important. That would be not one, not two. Dear God, why are they trying 3? Star Wars movie announcements. Yes, indeed. From the geniuses over there at Screen Rant. Let's see, who is this? Louis Glazerbrock, if that is his actual name. Star Wars Celebration 2023 has gotten underway in style, people, with the announcement of 3 Star Wars films that will span the entire series, a timeline. That had a timeline. It should have went from the prequels to the original movies, and that's it. They shouldn't have even done Rey. Just kind of, slice that off. Star Wars Celebration has kicked off the convention in a mass way by firing Kathleen Kennedy. Oh, gosh darn it, no. Overlord DVD wasn't correct on that one. The old Dictor Van Doomcock out there, kind of off on that one. Not sure if that's his actual name either. Let's see, by revealing 3 new films as part of the franchise's cinematic future, question mark? Since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker in 2019. The theatrical presence of the franchises have been in complete disarray. That is an understatement, sir. From the announcement and subsequent cancellation of multiple Star Wars films, we'll get to that in a second, such as Rogue Squadron, yada yada yada. Star Wars' only success, question mark? We don't know that for sure, has come 2019 has come from a Disney Plus. Beer, there's more stories that Beer throws away than he actually does here. But one of the ones that Beer was going to do was going to be talking about the Mandalorian and the what is it, the Nielsen ratings just completely crashing on their. The Nielsen's on a streaming service are a little bit hard to kind of figure out because they don't really have all the information. So they kind of use a little bit of, guesswork in there. Disney's kind of close-lipped about it. Pardon me here. Let me grab a drink. With the whistle. So we don't know for certain if some of that stuff was correct. So, and Bear's like, okay, do we really want to talk about Nielsen ratings for Mandalorian season 3? Not really, not too much. Bear's not really into it, but that was one of the things there. So when they say 2019 has come on Disney Plus, they've lost more money on Disney Plus. So probably not out there. However, with the Lucasfilm Showcase panel offering plenty of reveals, Kathleen Kennedy took the stage to do her Viking funeral. No, gosh darn it. To outline the renewed presence of Star Wars on the big screen. Grant asks, Star Wars, is that still around? Question mark? We'll find out, sir. It is, questions Amy. Maybe if you find one of the old VHS tapes, you get some decent Star Wars. Do people still have VHS tapes or players out there? I don't know. Probably. The DVDs are going away. I was like, holy cow, we're VHS. Man, oh man, that is a lot. Or maybe Laserdisc. I don't know if they put any Star Wars films on Laserdisc. Let's see. Where's Beer? After multiple reveals about the Star Wars upcoming TV universe, everybody's talking about, people. Oh joy, oh joy. Lucasfilm announced 3, not 1, not 2, but 3, a new theatrically released Star Wars film. That should be the only thing Star Wars related, for crying out loud. Maybe if you want to do like a one-off on Disney Plus, but Star Wars, big budget, big action, big everything. You don't want to put it on the small screen. It doesn't make any sense. Films that will span the entire franchise's timeline. Do you promise? Do you promise it will end? Here is everything you need to know about the 3 new Star Wars films and the future of the galaxy far, far away on the big screen. First up, for crying out loud. Is this supposed to be a rabbit? Oh, I see. It's a guy with a sword. Okay, I thought it looked like I don't know, butterfly maybe. Who knows? The first of the Star Warses. So this one's coming out first, people. We think. Maybe. Probably not. Of the Star Wars' 3 new movies comes in the form of Dawn of the Jedi. What a great name. Man, the writer's room was just packed for like weeks. Oh, what do we call it? What do we call it? I don't know. How about Dawn of the Jedi? Oh, that's perfect, Jenkins. You're hired. While the title is still unofficial, Lucasfilm revealed a graphic on stage at Star Wars Celebration spanning the entire timeline, with Dawn of the Jedi being listed as the era before the Old Republic. It wouldn't be old then, would it? For crying out loud. Anyways, it was confirmed that a Star Wars film would be set in the period over 25,000 years? Really? That's a long time ago. And it was a long, long time ago anyways. And a galaxy far, far away. And now they're going even back, further. Okay, whatever. Before the events of the Skywalker saga. Yeah, I would say generations. Millennia before. Little is known about the film's cast and story, other than it will explore the origins of the Jedi Order before the Old Republic. The film will be directed by James Mangold. A continued partnership with Lucasfilm after he completely deep-sixed Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. So there you go. I'm wondering if they needed people to come out for Indiana Jones. So like, the director that's doing Indiana Jones is going to do a Star Wars film. So you got to go see Indiana Jones, right? No? Where are all you people going? Right? No! So there you go. James Mangold. Oh, for crying out loud. Gonna ruin another one there. Oh, great to see you. I forgot to say hello to Melissa out there. Yes, indeed. And they have their old VCR. Well, indeed. You'll be ready for the apocalypse, for sure. Let's see. Wonderful to hear. I'm glad you're all well. Tell everyone to say hello and happy Easter. That goes for everybody here. That goes for everybody. Oh, or Passover for our good Jewish friends out there. Let's see. Moving on, the only detail released about Dawn of a Jedi story is that it will center around the beginnings of the Jedi Order and the first Jedi shown to use the Force. Yay? I don't know. Is that enough for a movie? We've already seen Jedis using their Force. The cool thing was they had all these powerful Jedi, and then they killed them all off. And they had to rediscover that stuff. That was actually a pretty cool twist. And now it's like, we're gonna see it again for the first time. Oh, okay. Naturally, a story this broad and philosophical, could tie into plenty of wider Star Wars elements. One of these elements could be the realm of Mortis, introduced in Star Wars The Clone Wars, which was shown as a conduit through all of the Force in the galaxy flows. This could mean the appearance in the Dawn of the Jedi movie, given the first connections between the Jedi and the Force being outlined. I thought it was midichlorians, or whatever the heck it was called. Similarly, the film could delve deeply into the concept of I knew it! Don't do it! No! Even George Lucas says, that might not be a good idea after all. I think it had something to do with, nanobots or something like that. I, eh, I guess the nanobots were like not so nano back then. I don't know. This is so stupid. The mysterious midichlorians introduced in Star Wars prequel trilogy could be expanded on. Please, no, don't. Whatever you do, sir, don't. Just don't. At Star Wars Celebration, the film was described as a biblical epic. Like, Manigault? A bit what? Huh? It's like New Age meets like Eastern meditation. It has nothing to do with biblical stuff. Oh, for crying out loud! Do these people even know what Star Wars is? There is a Star Trek fan and he knows more about this than the guy directing the newest movie, supposedly. This likely means that the movie will explore the more religious connotations of the Jedi Order, simply briefly touched on in Lucas's prequels. Oh, for crying out loud. No, why? Why would you do such a thing? Something briefly touched upon. Yeah. While the film is still likely a few years away, the excitement for Dawn of Jedi. People, is anybody palpable? Is there just like, oh my god, well, I thought the original Star Wars were bad, but now, Dawn of the Jedi, religious connotations, biblical epic, by the guy that's going to destroy the the Indiana Jones films. Spielberg did a pretty decent job of putting it in the grave. And now this guy's just peeing on the roses there. Just peeing on the damn roses. The second new Star Wars quote-unquote movie will come from Dave Filoni, the guy that didn't even know how freaking lightsabers worked. I had to call in George Lucas. Hey, George. Hey, how does the whole lightsaber thing work? Well, it's a saber with the light on there, and you go whoosh, whoosh, and then that's it. Oh, okay. Creators of Star Wars The Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, The Mandalorian, and, how do you pronounce this, people? Ashoka? I'm a shockaded. I'm a shockaded. It was revealed that this film will serve as the culmination of the Mandalorian narrative that Filoni and co-creator Jon Favreau have been building since 2019. Are we excited yet, people? The Mandalorian. It's like okay, we're gonna put the stuff on Disney Plus for whatever reason. Oh, but the big finale is gonna be a movie. No, you morons! Just make a freaking movie, for crying out loud. Just put in the Mandalorian movie and don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about that. It's likely that the movie will involve I gotta get this right here, people. Pedro Pascal. Rosario, is that Rosario Dawson? It is Rosario Dawson. Why don't they just do an animation film? It was already an animated shows here to begin with here. Just make it an animated film. We haven't seen an animated Star Wars film. Make it a little bit different there. You'd save a lot of money on freaking hair and makeup, that's for sure. Let's see, Rosario Dawson and Tamora Morrison's Boba Fett. I thought that was terrible. I thought people blew that off. It's like, Boba Fett wouldn't even star in his own show, so they're going to bring him into the movie. Okay, sure, that works. As they are the three central characters of that point's timeline. Well, what about old age Starbuck there? Whatever happened with her? I don't know. Why they keep trying to make her a star, I don't know. I have no idea. Alongside this trio will be the live-action version of the Rebels crew, which has been confirmed to appear in Osaka. Similarly, it's highly probable that the main antagonist of Filoni's Mandalorian film will be the Grand Admiral Thrawn. Grand Admiral. Is Grand Admiral... I'm assuming higher than Admiral. So you finally get to the Admiral position. Like, all right, I'm hot stuff here. No. No, there is a Grand Admiral. Well, I had no idea there. Are there rear admirals in Star Wars? Probably with the Disney people going. There's a lot of rear admirals out there. With all shows in the Mandoverse, are we calling it the Mandoverse? Is that where we're going with this? Oh, for crying out loud. Seemingly building to this plot point. Well, they're taking forever. Further supporting this was the news out of Star Wars Celebration, in which Filoni's movie was described as an epic. All the Star Wars movies are an epic battle. Oh, for crying out loud. It will draw on events of the Star Wars expanded universe and legends, which I thought these were I thought these weren't canon anymore. Whatever. Amy comes out with this. How do lightsabers work? I mean, they're theoretical at this point. This is true. Kind of like warp speed, but you can kind of like, oh, okay, we make a warp bubble and it goes faster than light, so the ship moves through there, blah, blah. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. The biggest problem that being light as a ray doesn't really stop at a close point like a blade does. Oh, you're just gonna get poor what's his face there all confused. So as a weapon, they come closer to a lance than a saber, says Amy. She's really thought about this. Bear hasn't put too much effort into that, but there you go. So if there are paths, grandpas and great-grandpas are there great-grand admirals. Grand admirals, rather. There you go. That would be a very good villain. That would be, oh, we killed, what was his name? We killed off Grand Admiral Thawne, and now we've got to introduce Great Grand Admiral Paz. Thank you, Grant. There we go. That would be the ultimate movie there. Where were we? The film is set between the Return of the Jedi. By the way, that's actually coming back into the theaters. They're coming back. I believe this summer sometime. I don't recall the dates of it, but yeah, they're re-releasing it. There you go, pretty cool. Star Wars: The Force Awakens. So between those two, this tracks with The Mandalorian, which is set between 10 ABY. What the hell is 10 ABY? I don't know. Whatever. 10 ABY. There you go, people. It's it's in this project that the central characters of the interconnected universe set up by Filoni and Favreau come together in the culmination of a war. What? In Star Wars? No way. There's going to be a war? With Grand Admiral Thawne. The resurgence. I thought the Empire was dead. Oh, for crying out loud. So confused. And potentially detail the rise of the First Order. Well, that would be nice. You probably should have done that before the first sequel movies so people would kind of figure that out, rather than saying, wait a minute, we had Skywalker defeat everybody. Yay, 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 and everybody got the medals, and everybody was happy, and the Ewoks were dancing, and all that sort of stuff. And then they just, I don't know, decided to become evil for some reason. I don't know, whatever. Doesn't make any sense. The third and final story. Do you promise? Do you promise it's the final Star Wars film? Announced at Star Wars Celebration is the new Jedi Order. This sounds like you're a line item cook in the back there. Oh, we got a new Jedi Order. Oh, okay. Does he want fries with that? Similar to Dawn of the Jedi film, the title is being tentatively associated with the era of the timeline Lucasfilm highlighted. According to the news release at Star Wars Celebration, new Jedi Order. God, new Jedi Order. Oh, the brain trust. Okay, if you're making a movie, you kind of come up with the concept of it. A couple things. One of the things that you want to do is basically come up with kind of like a slug line. People call it, like an elevator pitch. You want to kind of have your, one sentence, maybe two sentence kind of idea of what the movie's about. Scientists recreate dinosaurs and have them in a park in Costa Rica, and hijinks ensue would be kind of Jurassic Park, that kind of slug line. So, kind of the idea, okay, the title kind of will come, you might play around with it a little bit, but New Jedi Order, that's the best that they could come up with. So we had the return of, for freak's sake. Will be set 15 years. Has it been 15 years? No. Hasn't been 15 years. Feels like it. Feels like it with the woo. After the events of Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. There we go. And we'll see people. It's going to see the return of Daisy Ridley as Rey Skywalker. Everybody wants. She's not even Skywalker. She's like, it was Rey Palpatine, wasn't it? Spoiler alerts. She's the make her the bad guy of this film, for crying out loud. Oh, that would be the best thing that they could do. That would be the best thing that they can do. A puppy. There's puppies? Holy cow. Hold on. Wait a minute. Where are we? Puppies make anything better. That's true. Maybe they should just do a puppy. Maybe a tiny, itty-bitty black hole in the blades that absorbs and redirects the energy, says Melissa. It would be really heavy, though, wouldn't it? That would be the only downside. Well, maybe. Hold on now. Only the Jedi can pick up the lightsaber because it's so heavy, it's got a black hole at the end. And that's where all the light goes. But then you could just point it at things and have it, like, absorb, like black holes do. They just absorb things. That makes Beer think here. Makes Beer think. But then you would be fighting with a black hole. This is true. Melissa. She's put a lot of thought into this. Great to see Mark here. Hopefully Jiminy's not going to be by anytime soon here. Let's see. You kind of have to have something that dense. That's true. Like the black donut holes. Black donut holes. Problem is trying to hold on to something like that and then having the base of the lightsaber not collapse in on itself. There you go. Obviously, more thought has been put in to today's chat talking about lightsabers than anybody put into coming up with a good name for the new Star Wars film. The film will focus on the exploits of Rey, attempting to rebuild the Jedi Order after the events of the sequel trilogy. I thought they all died. Whatever. Given that Rey is one of the few surviving Jedi at the time of the sequels. Oh, okay. Wait, is she a Jedi? I know she trained with Luke Skywalker. Is she actually a Jedi, though? I don't know. We'll call it Jedi-ish. It makes sense to have Ridley reprise the role, being described as the Jedi Master. Oh, she went from didn't know anything to being a Jedi Master. Okay, 15 years. Given Ridley's return as Rey, new Jedi Order could see the return of another sequel characters. It's possible that Mark Hamill and Adam Driver will return as a Force ghost of Luke Skywalker and Ben. Wait a minute, Adam Driver died? Oh, for crying out loud. You had a great actor in there that you could have brought back, but no, we killed him off. And we saved Rey. For crying out loud. Just make her evil and have John Boyega come back. Maybe what's his face? Oh God, what was the other guy? Poe Dameron. What was his name? Anyways, have Oscar Isaacs out there. Have either of them come back. Have them being the good guys fighting Rey. That would be a nice little heel turn there. That would be pretty cool. Rey names herself Jedi, says Marco Fuente. There you go. Yeah, yeah, probably. Similarly, this, yeah, we already talked about that. Another possible inclusion is for real, Baby Yoda. Do we have no ideas left? Given that the Founding will have an extremely long life, as established by Yoda, with Grogu training as both a Mandalorian and a Jedi, many have theorized he will be a big part of Star Wars' future. He has to be. It's the only thing selling right now. The timeline would match up to with over 30 years bridging the Mandalorian and New Jedi Order film, allowing Grogu to be more than just the somewhat helpless baby he is in. But then he would just be a Yoda then. He wouldn't be... The whole thing about people liking it was he was a baby Yoda. Now he's just a Yoda. And it's like, oh, for crying out loud. The movie, people, will be directed by Sharmeen Abdul Chinoy. I mean, everybody's heard of her, right? Her? We'll go with her. Primarily known for directing 2 episodes of Marvel Studios vs. Marvel. oh, man. 2. Well, at least she's done 2 and not just 1. Not just two episodes. I mean, say what you will about George Lucas. I mean, he had two films under his belt. THX, not bad, and then the 50s drag car racing one. What was it? American something or another. He at least had 2 films under his belt. Was able to work with actors. Had the most incredible brain trust helping him out with the original Star Wars film. I mean, the best directors of the 70s and 80s and 90s were all there helping him out. And then we go to Shareem whatever Chinoy. 2 episodes. and not just 2 episodes of like The Mandalorian or 2 episodes of, I don't know, something big or something, really important out there. No, it's Miss Marvel. Miss Marvel. Thank you, Kathleen. Doing just a bang-up job there. While unclear when the film will release, it will presumably be at some point within the next 10 years. Oh boy. That means more details on casting and story will be announced. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Disney has broken beer at last. It's that did it for me. That did it. At least, okay. Like, if you're gonna bring back Star Wars, which is a bad idea, you need to at least wait 10 years before you put out anything. And just fire everybody. Out of a cannon, preferably. If you're going to do that, bring back, and I believe this was the same movie that Damon Lindelof was working on. He looked at it like 3 different ways there and said, no, there's nothing here. There's nothing really here. I'm not going to touch it, and backed away. Damon Lindelof, known for Lost and a number of other films, a decent writer out there, not the best, but not the worst. If he's taking a look at that and saying, yeah, there's really not much left that we can squeeze out of this lemon, he's probably right. So, first off, get some excellent writers in there. Secondly, for crying out loud, people, get some directors that know what they're doing. Please. I mean, JJ, okay, fine, put him in there. Roundhead, for crying out loud. I mean, get somebody, we were thinking about this. Like, is it the Daniels? The Daniels, they're not brothers. The Danielses, the people that just did the Everywhere All at Once movie. Maybe somebody like that. Maybe, I don't know. like, can you imagine like somebody like Martin Scorsese directing Star Wars or something like that? Even if people are on the fence about it, you're just like, oh, hold on, Martin Scorsese's directing Star Wars. I'm there. First day. I don't care what. They'll find some role for Leonardo DiCaprio or something like that. Have somebody with that sort of stature or somebody that's coming up, like a new George Lucas. She ain't it. She is Miss Marvel. I don't want to get too much into Miss Marvel and the shenanigans going on there, but there you are. There you go. 10 years, crying out loud. Let's see. Amy says, I'm sorry, she directed 2 episodes of a show and not even a show that people saw. Just 2, not 1, 2 episodes. From 2 episodes to a movie, says Melissa. That's kind of a jump, isn't it? She probably did a lot of things before those episodes. Beer would have to go back and check, but no, if that's what you're putting up, maybe she might have done some commercials or something like that. Maybe a short film or something. We were talking about the Blue Beetle the last time. They came out with a director that had literally nothing. He had like a documentary on Trump. That was his big thing. And maybe like one or two shorts that were both either Mexican or foreign language films. And then DC decided, here you go. Here's the keys to the kingdom. Just, if you're going to blow $100 million, make sure it looks good. It didn't even look good. So, yeah, they're pulling people that don't even have any. No, just stay away. Stay away. Marco Franklin says, you all have directed YouTube shows. When y'all getting your feature films? Bear, that would be something. Star Wars directed by Bear. You know what? It'd be a Chewbacca movie. The Chewbacca movie, directed by Bear. He would know where to go with that. It sounds like Rings of Power. These directors were known for their checks notes. Well, I think the showrunners only had like 1 or 2 credits under them. So even here's $1 billion. Here is $1 billion. Go make a TV series based on Lord of the Rings, and they pick a bunch of nobodies. Go figure. And those aren't the people you give $100 million to, says Amy. This is true. DreamWorks and Universal are going to continue to wreck Disney. Yes, indeed. Well, Comcast, essentially. So, unclear when the film will release. Because we all remember, people. Star Wars and the mystery behind its next era. That would be the people that did the Game of Thrones show. They are going to be the writers of the next Star Wars movie. It's been confirmed, people. Confirmed. Well, that didn't happen. Patty Jenkins to direct Star Wars movie Rogue Squadron, right after she directs Wonder Woman 3. Neither of which is going to happen. Taika Waititi, or what the hell their name is, to direct and co-write new Star Wars feature film for theatrical release. Oscar nominee Christy Williamson Carnes to co-write a screenplay with Waititi. That's not going to happen. Star Wars announces Rian Johnson to do a sequel trilogy. That didn't happen at all. And finally, Marvel's Kevin Feige developing Star Wars movie for Disney that they just recently canceled. So there you go. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bear is not the biggest Star Wars aficionado out here. There might be more. But hey, let's go ahead and let's announce 3 movies that they may or may not ever come out with. So, there we go. A lot of news, and probably there was rumors out there that Kathleen Kennedy was going to be fired, preferably out of a cannon. So, this is probably all this is just, hey, we're going to announce stuff. Oh, when's it going to come out? Oh, maybe. Oh, well, who's starring in there? Well, maybe people that are... Yeah. So there you go. Beer says probably not. The worst thing that they could do is do the Daisy Ridley movie there. Second worst thing that they could do would be The Mandalorian. And then, of course, the third worst thing that they could do is try and rehabilitate this. What was his name? What was it? I can't even remember his name anymore. The director here who's gonna ruin Indiana Jones. James Mangold out there. Gonna ruin Indiana Jones. Ay, 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 ay. Let's see, or give it another 20 minutes, but I understand that's a big ask. What? Wait a minute, hold on. Let's see, yay, oh, I see, okay. Mark says, I saw Mario the other day, give it somewhere between an 8.5 and 9. Very cool, very cool. Was over way too fast, though. Yeah, I heard it's about 90 minutes. There you go. Listen, I mean, today's movies are like 3.5 hours long, so, no, listen. 90 minutes, that's a fine runtime. Get in, get out, make your point. Possibly a sequel coming down the line. There you go. Get in, get over it. I mean, you know, you don't need a whole lot of drama in a Super Mario Brothers movie. Mark loved Princess Peach. There you go. There was so much going on in that movie, I would have to cut it back a little to invest more in the character development of Mario and Luigi. It's a Mario. I don't know if there should be that much character development in the Mario or Luigi there. He's trying to save the princess. Or wait, no, he's trying to save Luigi this time. I guess. Whatever. Feminism, yada yada yada. Let's see. Jack Black was a great choice for Bowser. Very cool. Barely even registers Pratt's voice as Mario, so that works too. Yeah, I saw where John Leguizamo was really ticked off that they weren't using a Latino for a Super Mario there. It's like, no, he's Italian. He's not Latin. Come on, man. Come on, man. Crying out loud. Let's see. Melissa says, normally I'd agree, but there were a lot of characters. Okay, well, there you go. Well, in that case, just slim down the characters. Just slim down the characters there. That's a little bit easier than just adding blow to it. 90 minutes is a very good, a really rounded runtime there. You usually, years past, you want to get your scripts in around 110 pages or so, which is supposedly about 100 minutes. 110 minutes or so, but yeah, a good 90-minute film. Get in, get out, bada bing, bada boom. That makes a good film. Makes a great film. Let's see. Mark says, I noticed something watching the movie. It's almost exactly the Mario anime movie. They made an anime movie? Really? I didn't know that. Super Mario Brothers: The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach. Huh. I didn't know that was out there. There we go. Pretty cool. There you go. Pretty cool. Why am I leaving it on this, for crying out loud? Let's see. What else did I have? Speaking of Disney, going down the tubes, blah, 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 blah. Oh, people. Your Congress is at work. Thank goodness. We have people in Washington, D.C. who are looking after the little people out there. Yes, indeed. From Deadline, lawmakers want the Department of Justice to investigate Warner Brothers Discovery merger. Why? And claiming it harm workers and reduce content's choice. Cite axed Batgirl in letter. Democrat lawmakers want the Justice Department to investigate Warner Brothers Discovery, claiming that the merged company has harmed workers and reduced customer choice. Pocahontas, Joaquin Castro, David Cicilline, whatever, and J-Pal really wrote in a letter to that guy. Let's see, that the merger appears to have enabled the company to, quote, adopt potentially anti-competitive practice that reduce customer choice and harm workers and affected labor markets. You could have done that before the merger. You could have done that beforehand and not say anything. Warner Brothers and Discovery were combined last year in a transaction that was not challenged by the DOJ after a review. And the company has the incentive and the ability to eliminate broad swaths of its workforce. That's what happens when things merge, leaving workers with fewer choices for employment and advancement. They cited the layoffs over the past year, including the shutdown of CNN Plus. We all miss CNN Plus, as well as later cuts at CNN in areas like ad sales. It'd be unusual for the Injustice Department to essentially reopen a review for a merger so shortly after it's been completed, but the lawmakers appear to have been bolstered by comments on the DOJ's concern over the impact of consideration on content creators and workers, and not just consumers, people. Screw you, consumers. We're more worried about the workers over there. So anyways, yeah, they were really worried about the cancellation of Batgirl, leading some anger in the fan base. Really? Like all five of them? All five people. They said it was not releasable. Not releasable out there. But you haven't came across old Pocahontas. So Batgirl might be back on, even though they burned the negatives. Batgirl might be back on, people. There you go. There's your good news for today. Good news for today. Here we go. Oh, people are still talking about Mario. There we go. Let's see. Woohoo Cake. Cake always deserves a woo and a who. Woo and a who. Just search Super Mario Brothers: The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach. There we go. Oh, it's subtitled. It's in freaking Japanese. Gosh darn it. Bear has a hard enough time with English. Has a hard enough time here with English. There we go. There we are. Well, anyways, Bear wants to, once again, I know some people weren't here at the very beginning. 200 plus subscribers. And just skyrocketing from there, people. So I want to thank everybody that tuned in last time and said, hey, people, you need to go check out Bear's channel because subscribers to the moon, people. To the moon. It took Bear quite a while to get to 100, and that was a big celebration. Now we're here at 2. Actually, like 225, I think. So climbing that ladder, people. One of these days you're going to come on to Bear's channel, there might be a commercial. No, there's not going to be. Bear doesn't need advertising on his channel. What's he going to do? Buy salmon or something like that? I don't know. Don't know about that. But there we go. Finally, although the alternate channel it's catching up, people. We need to keep this going here. Got to keep this going and not. That'd be kind of embarrassing if Bear's alternate channel falls behind the main channel here. That'd be terrible. Thank you, Amy. Do appreciate that. That was a very nice thing that Bear got to see over the past couple days. Just boom, 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 just shooting to the moon here, people. Yes, indeed. All right, let me go back. Let me find out. Let's see. Of course, P Money. Where P-Money's at. The Lesters. We always enjoy the Lesters out here. Grant-ish. Let's see, who else? Marco for Anthony. All of our Russian bots and lurkers out there, we enjoy each and every one of you out there. Yes, indeed. Hopefully we've gotten some more people in here, and we'll check out even more people. Have a group discussion. Yes, indeed. Maybe one of these days, the viewers will actually outnumber the moderators here. One of these days. All right, people. You know what? All this talk about cake and mushrooms and all that, and salmon, it's made Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr. A grrr. Oh, and Jeff, too. I'm sorry, Jeff. I forgot to mention Jeff. Grrr.